What's up, everyone? I know a lot of people have been waiting for this video. It's just taken a while for me to finally do it because this is going to be quite a time-consuming video. We're going to do a review or not a review, but a rundown of our collection of combines. That's just some of them right there. But here in a second, I'm going to pull them all down one by one, run them by the camera, so you can see each combine we have in our collection. This one is going to have 63 different combines in this video. If you saw our video, it's been, a little over 2.5 years ago now, June of 2019, we did a combine collection video. We had 35 combines back then in our collection. Now we're up to 63, so 28 more combines in this one. So you will see some of the same ones, but there is a lot of new stuff. So let's get into it. So I'm just going to try to run through the combines probably by brand, and we'll just kind of go from the smallest number brand to the ones we have the most of. So let's just jump into it with this Caterpillar Lexion 485. Now these were made by Kloss for Caterpillar Company back in like the 90s and maybe the early 2000s. This is a pretty cool piece. This is you can buy this actually from... I'm drawing a blank now, but I think Moore's Farm Toys sells these. And then I got an extra long extension auger on this one, also from Moore's. And yeah, so this unit looks really good in my opinion. But that is the Caterpillar Lexion Combine. So next we're going to do our Agco machine, starting off with the Challenger Combine. This is the 560E on duals, and it is a really cool piece. I just love the yellow looking combines. This one is made by Spec Cast. I forgot to mention the cat was made by Norscot. This is the 2015 collector edition. So that toy is getting kind of old now. It's 7 years old. They don't make Challenger combines anymore, but it is a cool piece to have in the collection. If this looks a lot like that Challenger to you, then you'd be correct. They are basically the same toy because they're basically the same thing in real life. This is a Massey Ferguson 9545. It's got the Trident decal. This is a pretty cool piece. It is on singles, which I think is a little goofy looking, but this is a limited edition through Outback Toys. This is number 29 of 140 that were made. And we got this one pretty cheap, to be honest with you. Outback had them running, and we picked it up. So that is a 9545. Here's another one with the same body style. This one's a 9565, so a little bit bigger machine with the American flag. Now you can get these with the Canadian flag. We do not have it. Probably never will have it because don't really... we just like the American flag because we live in America. But cool decal on the rear there. It says "Your Country, Your Combine." Good Massey Ferguson logos all the way around. And this one is on duals like the Challenger. Forgot to mention, I think the only difference in the Challenger and the Massey's was the engine might have been a different brand. Something like that. So now we've got a little bit older of a Massey machine. This one is the 9795. This came in the Massey Ferguson harvesting set. Really cool decals all the way around. You can kind of tell the older cab roof style. This is the little bit older machine. These have these huge grain bin on them. I always thought they were massive looking grain bins, but pretty good paint job on this with the chrome rims on the tires and just clean looking decals all the way around. These have that unique looking unload spout on them. That's the way the real ones are though. And pretty good hand railing on it for just your cheap Ertl toy. I've always thought Ertl did a really good job on these Massey Fergusons. Here is another 9795, and this is going to be the exact same toy as the last one. Down to the tires and everything are the exact same. The only difference is this one is dusty. Now that is a custom GPS unit we added ourselves that did not come on it. But the reason this is a dusty unit is, if you can see, it's the 99th Pennsylvania Farm Show, January 2015. So I probably got that toy in 2016, and I thought it was super cool. This was our first Massey Ferguson combine, actually, first Agco combine we ever got. We bought it and a Gleaner at the same time, just because that's back when I first started ordering toys online. So anyways, cool unit. I love the dusty paint job. Love the dusty look. The headers are also dusty that come with it. And sorry about the noise of the rain. It is currently raining outside. I don't know if you can hear it on the roof or not. So this is a good opportunity to bring us right into our Gleaner lineup, as we have a Gleaner painted Massey Ferguson combine right here. That's a joke for y'all who get offended by that, but that's basically what it is a Massey Ferguson with a different engine in it, and they sold them as Gleaners. It's not a true Gleaner, because this one does have a rotor, and true Gleaners do not have a rotor. This is an A76. This was our first Gleaner combine we ever bought. We ordered at the same time as that last Massey Ferguson. We did add a GPS to this unit ourselves. But the same tires and duals as that Massey Ferguson. Now this is a Gleaner A86, so a bigger engine than the last Gleaner, but the same body, or at least the toy is. This did come out in the Agco harvesting set that actually came out right at the end of 2021. And it did change the tires on it, so this has got, like, in my opinion, more realistic looking duals than those, we always called them like balloon or floater duals on the other combines. But yeah, it's pretty much the same toy. They just changed the decal a little bit. And then it's a little shinier on the black. The black is not as flat. It's more of a shiny black. But like I said, with the Massey Fergusons, I've always thought Earl did an excellent job on detail on these particular ones, just with the mirrors and the handrails that they really don't put into a lot of their base line toys. So now we're kind of into like your true Gleaners, your Gleaners that do not have a rotor. And the first one here is a S88, and this one's a little older. The 8 series has that same cab roof as the A series Gleaners, and the Massey Fergusons doesn't have the modern cab yet on there. Steerable rear axle. These are made by Spec Cast. Pretty unique looking combines. You know, Gleaners don't look like anything else, and so that is pretty cool. This has a ton of detail being made by Spec Cast. Here's the rear end of that machine. Unique unload augers as well. But yeah, pretty cool toy. And one thing about Gleaners too is they have an offset feeder house. They're not centered on the machine. So this one is still in the box just because it's my brother's and he has not been home yet since we acquired it. And so I'm not going to open it. It's his combine, his to open. This is just an S98 on duals, 2 headers. Spec Cast just re-released these. They've had them out and they re-released them when they re-released the Terragators. But it is an S98 Gleaner. So here is an S98, same casting as the last one, except this one is the black demonstrator paint job. I've actually seen an S88 painted black in real life at a dealership, and they are cool looking. As you can see here, this is the Gleaner S9 series introduction, November 2015. So these have been out for quite a while. On duals, and just a lot of detail. Newer cab than the S8 series Gleaners, but still that classic Gleaner look. Off-centered feeder house and that unique looking back end. Alright, so this is an international combine. This is the Hydrostatic 815. This is actually my dad's. So this is part of his collection. Pretty small machine, as you can see. Can't quite remember when these were made, but it's these are older in real life. These were made quite a while ago, and the toy is also pretty old. But yeah, that is the International 815. All right, so getting a little more modern, here's an International 1460. This machine is an axial flow. I think these are one of the first axial flow case combines, which they still make. Which this is an International, it's not a Case, but Case still makes the axial flow combines. So here is the Case axial flow 6088. This is the Authentics number 2. Very highly detailed machine. Class 6 combine. Probably one of the smallest modern combines we'd have. Most of our other ones are Class 7 or bigger. These are made in the 2000s. Pre-2010, I believe. So like probably 07, 08 era. 09. That time period is when these were made in real life, and maybe even a little before that. But I mean, the door opens, ton of detail, and they basically use this casting for all their Authentics case combines with minor modifications. So here's the Authentics 1. This is the 7088. So pretty much the exact same thing. They just changed the sticker on it. It is the exact same toy. Now, one thing which is not shown in this video is the headers. The 6088 came with an 8-row head, and the 7088 actually had a 12-row corn head. So that was one difference in the toys, the header that came with them. Although, I don't know, a 7088 running a 12-row corn head, that would be a lot of work on that machine. But anyways, this is a Class 7 machine, and it's the Authentics number 1. So made at the same time in real life as those 88 series machines was the 10 series. And this is the 7010 with, if you look close, it does have a 30-year rotary leadership anniversary. So like the 30-year anniversary for the axial flow combines, which was started by International. And I mean, it's pretty basic. It's got the big goofy tires. This I think might be a dealer edition. Nope, I'm wrong. So yeah, it's just a 7010 case combine. I should have tried to put this one before the last one because I'm kind of trying to go in order of age. This is actually older than the 7010. This is an AFX 8010. And they later had an 8010 that looked like the 7010. These are the black top, the AFXs are the black tops. In real life, they have a lot of problems with these. They catch on fire and stuff. And yeah, so they're not very popular in real life. These are kind of the first of this style case combine. Case H logo on the back there. AFX 8010. We did add the GPS ourselves on that, but this one is the dealer edition, dealer collector's edition, July of 2003, the AFX Revolution. Like I said, they do make an 8010 toy that's not the AFX and the red top version, but we just do not have that. So after the 10 series, Case started making the 20 series. So this is a 9120. This was just your standard Ertl toy, but we have added bigger tires to it. Some nice beefy duals. It had some ugly floaters on it. We had some beefy duals, and we actually added a longer auger. They had the short auger on this, and if you had a 16-row corn head, it barely reached to the edge of it. So we did add that longer auger off of a 8230 case combine that we parted out for parts. And that's where the auger ended up. But yeah, some nice Firestone. I think they're 710 by 70 by 38s Firestones on that with some nice rear tires as well. Here is another 9120 combine. Now this one is the Farm Show 2009 edition, and this is what I was talking about on the last one. This auger is the same length as the other one. If you have a 16-row corn head, it barely I mean, it's like right at the end of it, so that is why we added the auger on the other one. But being a farm show, this unit has handrails, mirrors, flashers, and it is on tracks. I believe this was the first toy combine that you could buy on tracks. I could be wrong, but I think this was the very first one. And I almost forgot, we do have a Class 8 20 series combine, this 8120. And I believe we added these floaters to it. I think it just had the ugly, skinnier, taller Ertl floaters, and we added these wider floaters to this machine, and also these Ertl back tires. It had the taller Ertl back tires that normally come with that front floater, and we changed those out as well. Now this is a Farm Show 2008 unit, where that last combine was the 2009 Farm Show, the 9120 on track. So I kind of got these out of order. I honestly forgot about this one because it was on a different shelf. But this is the 8120. A lot of similarities to the last one, except this one is not on tracks. So now we're into the 30 series machines. This is an 8230. When we first got, this was the first case combine we actually ever purchased back, I don't know, 2014, something around there. Got it off of Amazon, and I just love this combine. Got great duals on it, really long auger. It had a 16-row corn head. I mean, just a cool combine back in the day. 8230s, there was farmers around here that have them. They still have them. You still see these around here. I personally love the 8230 case combine. So this right here is a 9230. This one has very similarities to the 8230. I would say the 2012 is the year, Farm Show 2012. It is a Farm Show unit, so it does have a few more detailed pieces in flashers, handrails on the back. Good duals on it. I do like the 9230. Around here, Class 8 machines are probably more popular than Class 9. You don't really see a lot, but it is a cool toy. Next is the 7240. This combine came out of a case harvesting set. Probably around 2017, maybe, is when these came out, roughly. But 7240, it's on some wide singles, nice rear tires. It does have the folding extension auger there. But 7240, Class 7 combine. It's pretty basic, but it is a cool combine. We also had the 9240 that was made at the same time. This one had some nice duals. Same extending auger. I think it came with a 40-foot header as well as a 16-row corn head. And it was just a great toy. 9240 right there. Alright, so this is the Case 175-year anniversary combine. Just celebrating Case Agriculture's 175th anniversary from 1842 to 2017. I just said 150, I think. It's 175th anniversary. This unit came out in 2017 as the Farm Show combine. I assume that this is a 40 series machine just based off when it was released. In 2017 is when the 40 series were out, but they did kind of black out the rims, painted the tracks up all nice, detail painted. This is just a cool unit. I wish it did have a model number, but they did do the striping just a little different. They did quad track with this paint job as well that we also have to celebrate 175 years of Case Agriculture. Alright, so now we're to the 50 series. We're going to start with the 150 series. So these are like the baseline Case machines. This is 7150 with the retro paint job. It's got the old black stripe like the old International I showed you earlier, with the cream cab and just the old International Harvester logo. Probably one of my favorite Case combine toys that we have. Probably actually is my favorite one in the entire collection. And it is the 7150. They made these in real life as well. Next, This is the same machine, just with the standard paint job that they started producing them in after that very first year where they had the anniversary. I forgot to mention the anniversary one was Authentics number 10, and this one is a Prestige. So basically all that means is they changed the line so they could do less detail. But this one is just as high a detail as the Authentics, but the other Prestiges are a little lower in detail. But this is 7150 Prestige Edition. So now we're at the 250 series. So these are kind of the Case's flagship machines. They're a little bit nicer, bigger, more capacity than the 150 series. This is 7250. Also a Class 7 machine. This is just basic. Earl sells this by itself. It's on floaters, folding auger. Not much to it. That is the 7250. This is the 8250. This is on tracks. I like how they blacked out the back rim there. This is a Farm Show 2020. It's got all the nice detail, mirrors, handrails, everything. But yeah, this one, if you don't have it now, they're hard to get. People are charging a lot for them. They've kind of gotten hard to find. So this is the 9250 Prestige Edition. They've done a little more painting on the rims than normal. They added basically the same details that the Farm Show units have and released it in the Prestige line. So not a lot going on there, but 9250 Prestige. This is a 9250 on tracks. As you can see, this one has absolutely no detail like the last one. This one comes in a set on a lowboy semi. I don't know if they call it a harvesting set or what they call it, but it's got a lowboy semi. I think a little grain truck, a little straight truck, and then maybe like a header cart and then a header. But nice little combine. Now we're going to do New Holland combine. So this is the oldest one I have. No model number. I wish I had a model number for it. If anyone knows what model these units with the red stripe would be, leave that in the comments for me and let me know. But yeah, pretty basic blacked out cab, old Ertl New Holland combine. Alright, so this is a TR97 twin rotor New Holland, so a little bit newer than the red stripe unit. These were the 7 series, so they had like a 77, 87, and 97, I believe. Yeah, TR97. Not a lot to them, but cool toys. One generation newer from that's the TR Twin Rotor 98. Same toy, they just changed the stickers up. But yeah, TR98. Now I love this one. This is the TR88. This one's actually a lot newer toy than the other ones. They remade these so they actually have clear cab glass. They changed the decal up a little bit, and the decals just pop a lot more. But this would be the same time period as that 98. They also changed the tires, made this one rear wheel assist instead of just 2-wheel drive. Put some wider front tires on it. I love this one. It's probably my favorite of the old twin rotors. So the new era of New Holland combines right around 2000. They changed this newer body style, which is kind of similar to the current run. The older ones had this black stripe instead of blue. This is a CR960, and I think it's a Class 6 machine, pretty small unit. It does have some custom tires on it. Added some wider tires. They come with very skinny back tires, so I added some wider tires in the back, spaced them out, added some duals on the front. I just love this little combine. Custom GPS as well. So it's CR960. This is the CR970, so the bigger brother to the last one. You can see this has got a whole lot more detail in the hand railing and all that, ladder, flashers. This has those skinny back tires I was telling you about. The 960 had skinny front tires originally as well. That's why I changed it. This does have duals though, and all the paint for all the lights and the flashers, and it's got mirrors. It is a 2005 Farm Show, one of 3,500. So 3,500 not a ton of these out there. Normal farm show units now, there's 5,000 or 6,000 of them. So, 3,500 is not quite as many, but then again, they're probably not highly sought after. But that is the CR970. Next, and I might be getting out of chronological order with these machines because the numbers get all weird on them. But this is a CR9040, so it's a smaller machine from what I understand, smaller engine. And this came in the set with that TR88 with the clear cab glass. It was a past and present set. Pretty cool little set. This does have those skinny rear tires, floaters on the front, CR940. Yeah, not a lot to it. Same casting as a lot of these that you're about to see. This is a CR9070, so bigger unit than the 9040. This one's on duals. Not much to talk about other than the auger, absolutely terrible. I wish that was, way up here, not down there. That was a problem Myrtle had with some of these older toy combines. Alright, so here's a CR9080, and this has got the 35-year anniversary for twin rotor machines. Painted headlights, flashers. I added the GPS myself. That is a custom. And this is a farm show unit, 2009-2010 farm show. So, CR9080. This right here is the CR8090, and this is the very first New Holland combine I ever bought. Got this off Amazon, ordered at the same time we ordered our 8230 case. First time we had non-John Deere toy combines. I still personally love this combine. Did get a custom GPS added to the top there, as well as the bracket, but everything else is original on this toy. And yeah, it's pretty basic. Got some good paint detail, but other than that, CR8090. This is a CR9090, and it has got the corn camo paint job. Really cool toy. They did make these for a farm show, 2013, and they actually made a chase unit which was blue. I know where two of them are, somebody that owns two of them, and I could probably do a video on them. If y'all would like to see a video on that, let me know in the comments. I also might make a custom blue New Holland combine inspired by that, maybe. Just something I've been toying around, but yeah, this has got the corn camo, CR9090. So now we're getting into another update, I guess, of the New Holland body style with the CR8.90. When they started adding the dot in their model numbers, they changed the body style. This has been heavily customized. So the original toy had no handrails, no mirrors, no flashers. I bought an extra farm show combine from 2018 and robbed the cab off of it. As you can probably see that, it's not an actual farm show combine. I just robbed the cab and haven't figured out how to get that riding off there. Also robbed all the handrails and everything, but it did come with these tires here, and they still put the junky rear tires on those. But yeah, and they also had the folding flap on the auger on these units. So here's another CR8.90. Now this is the one I bought extras of and robbed the parts off of to customize a couple of my other combines with. It is cool with that Mr. Kernel guy. Got the twin rotor decal, some kernels of corn down there. Just a cool looking combine. Now this is probably the pride and joy of my combine collection. This is the same 2018 farm show. This is a chase unit. It's like black chrome. Just looks absolutely awesome to me with gold decals. And I did a little short a while back asking if I should leave it in the package or take it out, and everybody's kind of split on it. I don't know. I'm kind of torn myself. My cousin, they also have one of these exact ones. We got them from the same place. Talk about that in another video. But anyways, yeah, love this combine. accidentally skipped this one, so we're going back in time, a little bit older than the last two we saw. This one's from 2016, I believe. It is a 40-year anniversary edition CR 8.90. They did it up like the old red stripe combines. You can see old New Holland decal in the back there, the old red 40-year anniversary logo. Mirrors, handrails, tracks. I mean, this thing's just done right. One of the best Ertl toys in my opinion. And it wasn't even like a farm show or anything. It just was, I don't know. They just did it for the anniversary. So that was pretty cool. Came in a cool box as well. First folding 12-row corn head we ever had in 1/64 scale. As well as a first New Holland 40-foot draper came in this set. Okay, so this is like my monster in my collection. This is a CR 9.90. The original machine had floaters on it, floater singles, and it came in a harvesting set with a four-wheel drive tractor and a grain cart. I added some monstrous duals to it, and I just love it. You can see there it's actually got the combine style rims, and it's just a beast. Huge combine with huge tires. So CR 990, heavily customized. Alright, so this is a CR 9.90 on tracks. This unit came on a lowboy in a harvesting set with a straight truck, also a semi with a lowboy, and then like I think a draper header. But this unit, I forgot to mention, these ones that have the yellow on the grain tank and inside the grain tank are the newest generation of New Holland combines. The older CR 890 and then my 2018 farm show one are not the 2018 farm show, but the anniversary of the older generation. These are newer. They kind of have an updated graphic there, and they are the Revelation series. You can see this one also is a 45th anniversary edition, so you see that 45th anniversary twin rotor experience. Other than that, pretty basic toy. Now we've got the CR 9.90 45th anniversary edition Prestige. So this is also a Revelation series with the 45 anniversary twin rotor decal, but this has all the mirrors, the painted lights, and everything. So this is like the high detail unit. I wish they would have done better tires and rims, but it is what it is. Alright, so now we're to probably a lot of people's favorites. New Holland's my personal favorite, but we're to the John Deeres. So we'll just blow through these since they're not important. I'm just kidding. We'll do these right. This one's a John Deere 95. Really small toy. Really small combine in real life. Made by Ertl. It's a cool little piece. Two-wheel drive. Not a lot to them, but they are pretty cool. This is a 9750 STS, the only Deere we have with the GPS actually up on the hopper before they moved into the front of the cab. The first STS series machine that they came out with, and yeah, I mean, it's got some decals and stuff. Neat little piece. Should have done this one before the last one, but I forgot about it. It's hard to keep track with everything. This is a CTS2 Maximizer Rice Combine, heavily customized, added GPS, added big top extension. Also, for the fun of it, my brother loves the extending augers, so we have an STS series bullet rotor auger rigged to this toy. I know it's not realistic, but hey, it's our collection. We thought it was cool, so we did it. So that is that combine. 9760 STS. Now this is the older 60 series. This one came in a harvesting set with a cab over semi and a 8420 John Deere tractor with a Frontier grain cart. This was the third combine we ever had in our collection. So yeah. 9860, the newer 60 series STS with the bullet rotor. has a bigger back end and everything like that. On duals, not much about this one. Tell you, it is Green Star ready. Cool little decal. Got this one on an auction while I was in college in class on eBay. 70 series 9670 STS with the bullet rotor, custom tires. Added some bigger tires to the back. It had the floater, so the duals on the last combine originally came off this one, and the duals on that one had singles when we originally got it. We hate those Deere singles that they come with. We put duals on it, and then we put these duals on this one, put the ones off this one on the other one. But yeah, just a little bit of customization, folding auger. Actually, the second combine we ever had in our collection, so yeah, pretty cool. 9870 STS bullet rotor. It's got the duals, added those rear tires. It had a folding auger, made it a straight auger. Just a few minor changes to that. Also, that last combine with the folding auger originally had a straight auger, so we swapped them, is what we did there. The S680, very first combine we ever had in our collection, and kind of a junky toy, but cool combine. We added duals to it. We took these off of one of those bullet rotor machines and added better duals, and then put these on here because it had singles. But yeah, S680. S690 Authentic's probably the best combine Earl has ever built, as far as detail goes. Metal rims, I mean, everything about it moves. Just got all the detail, mirrors fold. Back door, ladder comes out there if I hadn't have broke it off. And just tons of detail, steering, rear axle, everything about this was awesome. Had a 16-row header and a 40-foot draper. I gave $30 for this back in the day, new in a dealership. Thought it was outrageously expensive, but I just had to have it. And then now I wish I would have bought all of them they had, because they are worth a lot now. S690 on tracks. I remember anticipating this coming out. We saw that they were going to release it, and we were so excited to get it. And now looking back on it, it's really not that great of a toy, other than the tracks are kind of cool, but it's pretty much the S680 with tracks. And yeah, we broke the hopper on this one. One day we'll find the piece and get it fixed, but yep, that is that. S790, still putting junky singles on them, so we had to put our own tires on it. Added some big duals, some 710 Firestones, and some big rear tires as well. Pretty cool combine. They put an extra long unload auger there, but still put the 40-foot trashiest header, John Deere header Ertl ever made, that they put on every combine in the last 20 years. But oh well. And it did come with a folding 12-row corn header, so that was cool. With this long auger, I always thought they'd come out with a 16-row header, and they never did. So a little disappointed in that. But hey, it's a pretty cool toy when you customize it. Alright, so now we're getting to the X9s. The most recent release from Ertl. Well, this one in particular is not the most recent, but put a lot of detail onto these. These are Prestige. We do not have the non-Prestige one. We just have the Prestige. This is a 1100 X9. Massive duals. I love the duals. Love the rear tires. New cab. All that new styling. We did a review. Go check it out if you want to see it. But that is X9 1100. Here is the X9 1100 on tracks. Somewhere it says... There it is. Farm Show 2021, one of 6,000. These are hard to get. Jason at For the Love of Tractors, I think, has some. He might still have some. He did have some last week. But yeah, they are really nice. Love the tracks. And they're just super cool. So that is the X9 1100 Farm Show Edition on tracks. Save the best for last here. X9 1100 Farm Show Edition Chase Unit. Silver. Header silver, everything. So we've got that as well. We may end up selling this eventually, but for now we're holding on to it. It is pretty sweet, leaving it in the package to kind of preserve its value. But if you made it through these 63 combines, please give us a like to the video. Subscribe if you haven't. This took a lot of effort. It's a 40-minute video, but it probably took me 2 hours just to film all this with walking back and forth and everything. I'm exhausted. But thanks for watching. Appreciate your support. Hope you enjoyed the video.